Yes, people. Oh my goodness me. Dominik Szoboszlai is here. So I had to share it with you, do a spontaneous live, obviously, show with my main man, Baz. What is going on, Mr. Baz?
Come on. Thank you for having me on. Premier League, beware, the boss man is here.
Thank you very much, brother. I can't wait, bro. I honestly can't wait. You know, like a lot of people struggle with his name, so let's bring him up and let him say it, innit? Let him say it.
Dominik, can I just check how we say your name correctly?
Dominik Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai.
He said it twice, people. He said it twice. You know what I'm saying? So that is brilliant. Oh my goodness, bro. I am over the moon. I watched this player before, but I didn't even know how old he was. I was kind of shocked. Like, his age is like 22. So, and he's a big physical specimen. He's not a small person, you know what I mean, Baz? And I'm telling you, bro, he will bring a lot of stuff to that midfield. And what I like about midfield now is it's going to be more control based. You know what I mean? We could like have the ball more than usual, not concede a lot of goals, you know what I mean, because of bad possession and things like that. But yeah, give it to me, bro. What do you think of him, man?
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I watched this guy since 1963. Yeah, even though he wasn't born in 1963. I've been watching, you know, over the days, I've been watching a whole bunch of videos on this guy. You know, we apart from the obvious is like he's got a nice long range shot. He's a boss. You know, he does all these things. Yeah. He doesn't get bounced around like you just said. You know what I mean? There's certain things that maybe people don't look at or they do look at and they don't see. That's obvious. Yeah. But this guy doesn't get bossed around. You know what I mean? He can handle his own. And when we're looking at unproven Premiership players, like players that have not come, that are playing at other leagues and they've come here, we say, are they Premiership proven? We all know our league is very, very competitive. There's a lot of like, you know, it's physical, but this guy certainly can handle his own. So what he brings is flair, you know, that long range. He's got, you know, he can do a Trent basically with passing. He can dribble, you know, ground duels. He's brilliant with. He's got a free kick on him as well, which is vitally important. You know, there's so much about this guy. And at 22 years old, and he's a captain for the Hungarian side.
It's crazy.
You know, this is a coup and a half. When people are talking about like, you know, sorry, it's not an Arsenal slander, but when people are talking about 105 million for Declan Rice, who is decent, this is a different level. This is someone that does everything. You know what I mean? And this guy is absolutely brilliant. And I'm still pretty much in shock. Liverpool do our break. They don't break our hearts, but they play with our hearts, man. They say that, you know what? No, we don't have this. They keep it quiet. They keep it quiet, and they give us high blood pressure. And then you go and do this, all right, and nearly put me in hospital, bruvs.
So what do you think of the midfield right now, brother? Like, if you look at him and obviously the other player we signed, McAllister, how different is it going to be to the midfield that we used to have in the past, if you know what I mean? We used to have the likes of Wijnaldum, Milner, Henderson, you know, and all those players and etc. With these players, and probably one more coming in who's probably going to be a DM, hopefully. Obviously, we're going to revert back, what's his name? Trent Alexander-Arnold to right back again, it looks like, if we're going to go this route. How different is it going to be in that midfield with these two coming in, bro?
Well, you know, we talk about the time we won the league and stuff like that, or we had runners, we had hard workers and stuff like that. Normally, when you have a regen, like let's just say, I'll give you an example of Gini Wijnaldum, a player, you know, he's press resistant, He's got, he keeps the ball, he keeps things tight, he keeps the team moving. Yeah, you would say another one of him will be a Genie 2.0. Yeah, but with the players that have come in, the McAllisters, the Szoboszlai and stuff like that. Yeah, what you've got now is a variation and a hybrid version. You know what I mean? These players don't just run. They're creators. They've got a pass on them. They've got free kicks on them. We can play it in a different way. It's an evolve. The team has evolved. The midfield has evolved because they can play that way where they can contain, but the same way they can just do your madnesses. When we talk about the low blocks, we used to struggle with. You got your McAllisters who can play those great balls through. You got Szoboszlai who can do the same thing. He can play as a 10. He is for me, or this midfield for me, is so improved now. Yeah. Even I was very, very, I was dreading next season. Yeah. But look, you're just bringing this up right now. Yeah. Now, obviously, when you look at Gakpo, he's been brilliant. Yeah. You got McAllister on the left there. You got Szoboszlai on the right there, and then you've got Fabinho, who obviously people are still unsure about. But if we can get a Thuram in, so he can play as a DM, but he also offers things going forward as well. Bro, that's a dangerous team, bruvs. That is a dangerous team. And with what you just said, and remember, Trent might go back into right back, but he's proven himself that he can play in midfield. So if we have variation now. We can control games. And with Salah always scores goals. Nunes is always a handful. You ever even put, you've got Nunes there. You've got Diaz there. Bro, this is dangerous for teams. Teams need to realize that, Liverpool had a bad one last year. But you know what? We've invested. And boy, you know what I mean? That's cool, man.
I'm trying to bring it up so everybody can see it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, carry on, bro. Carry on. Yeah.
I was just saying that, it's a very dangerous team and people need to recognize that, you know what? We can challenge it. If I have my way, I'd say maybe look at defense, maybe bring in a centre back or bring in a right back just to cover. You know what I mean? Trent, people might say, well, we can have Gomez there. But you know what? If you bring in someone to shore up this whole team, then there's no reason why we can't challenge now.
Yeah, 100%. Big up John Conway, man. Thanks for coming on, brother. I know it's a spontaneous thing, people. Appreciate for coming on. It just happened, out of the blue, and I had to do a live one instead of just doing a regular video that I normally do. But yeah, big up. Jordan as well. Thanks for coming on. Let's go. Irmina, thanks for coming on. And yes, John, Aziz, big up, bro. Big up. Thanks for coming on. So I'm looking at this formation, bro. Yeah. Obviously, I think we're going to go back to this. I know a lot of people might not believe it, but Klopp doesn't stray from this formation, bro. He's that type of manager that just sticks with what he believes in, especially with the league he's in. So when you look at this formation, can you imagine Fabinho needed help all this time, obviously last season and the season before. Now he's got two midfielders. Not only are they technically good, they can run. And they could run up and down. They could retrieve the ball. They could go forward with the ball. They could pass the ball, keep the ball. As I said on my Twitter profile, I said this time the difference will be in that midfield. This ball won't go astray as it used to be anymore. So you got this guy here, Gakpo. Now the ball sticks on him. This guy, the ball sticks on him. This guy, the ball sticks on him. Fabinho, we already know he could play ball. As long as he's got the right players around him, the ball sticks on him as well. So this is the formation I'm expecting next season with these guys. But the most important thing here is, bro, we don't have to rely on him anymore as a creator. We've got two players that can do that next to him. And this guy can create his own chances. So this guy and that guy as well. So it shows the creativity will come from all around the pitch. It's no more focus on one player and that is it. So now Trent and Robertson can be free. You know what I mean? They could run up and down like they used to, and the focus won't be on them. When the opponents come to Liverpool, they always say, just mark Trent and Robertson. As long as you don't let them go anywhere, I think the creative side of Liverpool ain't going to happen. But what do you think of this, though? Do you agree it's going to be like this, or you think it's going to be a different formation to that?
All right, so there's one thing. Obviously, I'm just eagle-eyed, but I know that you done this by accident. Obviously, Ali stays in there over Kelleher, but I think you got Kelleher in goal here. But But
Apologies, I'll take it back.
no, but even him, he's not bad. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
no,
leave it easy now. Yeah,
but on a level though, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, look, that formation, the 4-3-3 back in the day, yeah, with Robertson and Trent, like you just said, okay, it still troubled teams. People knew what was coming, yeah, but they couldn't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? But now, it's no point. It's no point like you telling me to go to the shops and I've got no legs. I can't do it. Yeah, I just cannot do it. I've got no legs. It just doesn't make sense. I can't press. I can't walk down across the road. I can't run if a car's coming in the way and stuff like that. Yeah. Now that's what our midfield was last year because we had no legs. Now you can say, okay, we can counter press. We can hold the ball. We can work hard. We've got the runners. It makes sense. But the thing is as well, I mean, people have got their opinions on this. All right. But the most important thing with these players and what we're adding in is variation. Because now we don't just need to play 4-3-3. What he's done, maybe what he's done last year is all right. He's shored up his way where we can play a 3 at the back and have a Trent in. We can play 4-4-2. We can play 3-2-2-3 or something like that.
Exactly, bro.
We've got so much variation now. So if he does start like that, I'm not complaining because obviously we've got the runners now. We can do what we did last year. And like you said, you've got Trent in there, who can always cause trouble. Salah still causes trouble and he scores. Gakpo is making that number 9 stick. You know what I mean? You've got McAllister who can control games and he can play as a 10 as well. He's Premiership proven. Szoboszlai just brings explosion. You know what I mean? Fabinho now gets that that assurance. And even if he doesn't, you know what I mean? If we do bring a player in, he's not a bad squad member. You know what I mean? You've got Basetic as well on the bench. You know what I mean? Thiago can come on. Bro, it's looking hella clicky, bro. You get me? It's looking really, really blessed. And it's amazing how one player can change the whole dimension of your team. Yes, he's not one, they say one player doesn't make a team. But you know something, if you've got a team that predominantly sticks, and I've even mentioned Diaz in this either, but you know what I mean? When a player can definitely give you a lift and can definitely change yourself and give the manager more options to be absolutely no one knows what to expect. And that's the secret.
I love it, bro.
Come on.
I've said it for a while. Like I love Wijnaldum, I love Milner, I love Henderson, I love all those guys that was before these guys. The thing that always angered me more than anything is when we're going to the Etihad and Old Trafford and places like that, we can't even dominate possession. You know what I mean? We get dominated every single time. But now it looks different, bro. It looks more powerful. It looks more assured. And you could trust these players on the pitch. Like in the old days, you used to just look at a player and then turn the other way. You don't want to pass him the ball. Now, you know what I mean? Everybody can receive the ball. So that's the most important thing in this team. And it's just a pity there's no Champions League football, but I'm not going to be dwelling on that. I'd rather concentrate on the Premier League anyway. Do you agree with this Szoboszlai player? We're going to have more of a player that runs from deep with the ball, powerful shots, takes set pieces. This is what I've heard. Anyway, I haven't seen the full extent of his play. And is similar to Kevin De Bruyne, if there's anyone you want to compare him with.
I was just going to say, this is our Kevin De Bruyne.
Because I heard Man City was after him as well. Man City wanted him not so long ago. I think a season ago or something like that. Is he that type of player, or does he remind me of a different player?
Yeah, no, he can definitely be a Kevin De Bruyne. I think I did my show last night and I didn't mention it, and it's one of those things where I did a late show and things just slipped my mind. But this can be the Kevin De Bruyne of Liverpool, and can be or a Kevin De Bruyne. Even Trent, at some point, people looked at him and think, you know what, if he plays in midfield and stays in midfield, he can be a Kevin De Bruyne. But Szoboszlai definitely can do that. The thing is, he can do so many things. He can do the Jordan Henderson role as well. Let's not get that twisted, because Jordan Henderson obviously plays, he's more not selfish, but when Trent used to go up there, not Szoboszlai, Henderson used to stay back. Now Szoboszlai, I don't think will do that, but he can do that. Yeah. So he is obviously, when you look at him in this team, you've obviously taken someone like Henderson out. Yeah. So this guy offers more, the injection of what we need. So I do believe this guy can actually, you know, be a Kevin De Bruyne. He's definitely the spark that this Liverpool club need. And no disrespect to the other players that were linked, like your Kone's, because I wanted Kone initially, but then obviously with this injury and stuff like that, you got your Barellas of this world. But Szoboszlai is just the one, man. I think he's just that player that people have seen and think, yeah, can fit in this team. And even when you playing with this system, like you're playing with these formations and stuff like that, wherever you put any of these guys, man, it looks dangerous, man.
You see, like, this is what everybody was telling me, you know, in Jamie's one, like in Jamie's stream. Please go and subscribe to Jamie Phillips as well as Baz, of course. I'll put their links down below, and please go subscribe to them. Like, they were talking about this kind of formation, you know, like they say Konate is better off in the left side, and you could put Van Dijk as the loose defender here and put another defender here, Matip or Gomez, whoever's coming in. Yeah. You could just play two pivot midfielders and one free player and two up front. So see, if you have these kind of formations, you could do it with these players, right? Or not, Baz? That's the most important thing. Like, you know, and other players, we used to like be apprehensive, like, can we do it or not? You know, like hesitant about it. Now, like, you've got these players, you could even swap these two. You know what I mean? I've seen McAllister play with Caicedo in that position.
I was just going to say. I was going to say.
You could even do that. And like, isn't it good to have different formations in the team instead of like having the constant 4-3-3? And like you said in the beginning, when there's teams like deep line defending, we struggle to open them up. Like, let me give you this. Like, when teams are up here, carry on though. You say what you want to say, bro.
No, absolutely. It's variation. It's variation. It's fluidity. You know, you can have different kinds of formation. You can have these guys even both playing like tens. You can, you know. McAllister can definitely do the role over there as a pivot. He can also play where Szoboszlai is. Szoboszlai can do the same thing. You know, there is so much. There's so much. The only thing, I mean, that looks so dangerous. You know what I mean? It's like Ibu. I would probably put Ibu where Matip is, and then put Matip where Virgil is, and Virgil on the left. However, you know, when I'm looking at teams that are going to try to attack us, you know, if you've got a Fabinho who's now doesn't have to run a lot and just times his tackle to perfection or something like that, pretty much like what he used to do before. Because back in the day, people used to say that, you know, we're talking about this guy's got no pace. Fabinho. Yeah. He's never had pace, but he's always put in tackles and he's always blocked lanes and stuff like that. But when you
just needed the support around him, didn't he? He just needed that support around him.
Exactly. And right now, what you see, as you're saying, Foz, you know, there's so variations now. You know what I mean? You can even put Trent in there and take Fabinho out and put a Thiago in there. Do you know what I mean? There's so much. There's so much in it. It's just, we're just spoilt for choice. I'm like a boy on Christmas Day. I've got 200 presents, and I know every one of them is going to be everything I wanted, but which one do I open first? There's so much. The low block thing is so.
When you look at formations like this, like I was never opposing this for three at the back and, you know, two pivot midfielders, one free roll and all that. I was never opposed to it. I said, if you could play it in certain games that the teams will struggle against, that's fine by me. But don't expect to play it all season, because, you know, teams will find that out. They will double up on the wings and they'll get crosses in the box and they will score goals. We experienced it in the 90s with Roy Evans. Remember, we was the most entertaining team, but we wasn't the most decisive team. I mean, because we wasn't winning our games. Like,
weren't consistent.
Yeah, it wasn't consistent enough. So if you look at this formation here, look deep line teams. Look at the options you got. Like, you could trouble them with this formation. You see, like, we've got everyone. Two up front. It will confuse these two centre backs. It will confuse that. My bad. It will confuse that defensive midfielder, because there's one facing him, if you know what I mean. Like, here you go. Szoboszlai is facing the defensive midfielder. Those two centre backs are occupied. They don't know who's going to mark if they keep interchanging and things like that. So we could do more than one formation instead of like just doing the 4-3-3 that's everybody expects. You know what I mean? I like to go into games, Baz, like, we'll shock opponents. They expected the 4-3-3, but we switch it to something else. You know what I mean? And then they'll be confused. You know what I mean? But I got Anton here, man. Let's bring in Anton, man. Yes, Anton, what's going on, bro?
Szoboszlai!
He wanted his time, man. He wanted him so badly, man.
Szoboszlai!
What do you think, Anton, bro? What do you think, bro? You wanted him. You be messaging me about him. What do you think of him, bro?
Bro, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
How long have you been watching him, man?
Bro, do you know what? You know, I like to watch football outside the continent. I love to watch football outside the continent, out the country.
Yeah,
I love to watching that stuff. So sometimes you pick up like players, and you know, I've had a YouTube account since YouTube's been around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I just always had a YouTube account, always checking like football, always, especially outside England, especially. And I love that. So I've been watching him a good 5 years, maybe. Good 5 years, man. So decent player, man.
Is he what they say he is, Anton? Like he's close. Well, the closest player to him is De Bruyne, or is it?
That's his kind of play. That kind of player he is. That's the kind of player he is. Technically, brilliant. Left foot, right foot, can shoot from distance. Great touch, good vision, skill. These are the things I reckon he's got over De Bruyne. I think at De Bruyne at 22. Yeah. Even now, De Bruyne, he's got belief. Don't get me wrong. He's quite shy. Kind of thing, and he doesn't come out in the show. Some games doesn't really come out show. This guy is the opposite. He's quite cocky, kind of thing. Not cocky in like arrogant. He's not too arrogant. He's just enough, to use all his ability he has. And for me, he's got more skill and he's got more panache than you say someone like De Bruyne. I can see him doing a back heel to a player in our box, but working out. I wouldn't see De Bruyne do that. I'm not saying it's a good thing because everyone else is going to be like heart in their throat in that, but because he got that so much belief in himself and his ability that he will do it and it will come off. He would say he's a crazy one. He's like a maverick, but a good maverick. You know what I mean? The mavericks are the ones you can't teach them anything. You can't really tell them too much. Yeah. With him, he's the opposite. He's the one he likes to learn. He's open-eyed. You know what I'm saying? He's got the will to learn.
Do you know what, Anton? On top of that, on top of what you said, which is bang on, when Salah goes to African nations, this guy can play where Salah is. And do you know what? That again, that's what I say. That that's what makes us a lot more dangerous now. We could even go to the point, all right, where you can rest Salah now in games. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. And just put like when you want to shut a game down and we've kind of controlled it and won it, you could put a Thiago in there for like the last few minutes or whatever. So you know what? Go play on the right, man. Go play on the right. And it's so good. It's like I was telling Foz earlier. It's you know what? It's so good. And one player doesn't make a team, but you know what? It gives so much options when you're versatile and you could do so much.
Yeah, 100%.
We've been missing for years.
100%. Don't get me wrong. That Gegen press did work for his time, but I thought after we won the Champions League, we should have got players like that because if what teams were doing, they knew that you know what, we're going to play low back, we're going to play a low block and free, and then play the wing backs, pull them back and say it's a 5 at the back. Yeah, and you got the midfielders who are just going to be like 10 yards away from the defense, and it was hard to break teams down. So we need. I've been screaming for a number 10 for time, or someone who can make the final passes or make a goal, or midfielders that score goals themselves. Do you understand?
And you know what,
Anton, we've got that now.
With that, Anton, as well, everyone's just been ridiculing Nunes and stuff like that. With these two guys, I mean, you know what's so great, is McAllister's coming. He's Premiership proven, for example, But you know what? There was going to be a lot of pressure on this boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you bought Szoboszlai. And this guy now, he's fine wine. He's fine wine. He is. He's going to help people like your Nunes's who've got the raw talent. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nunes doesn't have to go back and defend now as much, And by the time he gets to the top, all he needs is someone like a McAllister or Szoboszlai putting a through ball, and this guy's going to just pick the net. Yeah, you know what I mean,
bro. What players like him do, right? They up the ante. When if you're playing for a team, for instance, right? When I was playing for a team when I was young, and I thought I was the one, and someone else was coming to train. You think, who's this guy? And he's brilliant, bro. Your game goes over tenfold. You're doing shit you never did before. Yeah. You're doing moonwalking. You're moonwalking like you've never done it. I've never done that before. You do some next level movements. Him coming in is going to it's his morale boost as well. It's going to blow up. You might even see Henderson do a pirouette a do a couple nutmegs. I'm telling you,
it's true.
Remember I said, yeah,
it's true.
You know what? You know what I can tell now. We're going to see it because I remember seeing Henderson when what did he do? I think it was when Suarez was there. I see him doing like a back heel.
Oh yes.
I was like, hold on, you don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that. But it worked out. I was like, wow. It's because them players, even Sturridge, when Suarez went and Sturridge come. So when Sturridge was there and Suarez come, his game upped as well. He wasn't really lazy anymore. He's open-eyed and he was on it. He was doing more things. So players like him, Szoboszlai coming in, it's only gonna make our team better, man.
Absolutely.
The players will come better.
Curtis Jones as well. Remember, like, people, towards I was one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, and I put my hand up. Yeah, this guy's been
number two. I'm number two. Go on.
There you go. There you go. Look, he's been at Liverpool for a while, and I always have this debate with like my brother. Okay, it's like I see this guy's talent, but what I see is this boy has just made it at Liverpool now. He's just relaxed. He's sitting. He's kicking back. Then he's had his injuries. He's picking up his big wages. Knows he's playing for one great club. And what's happened is he's come in and he's had good opportunities. Jurgen Klopp's given him towards the end of last season when the antes were down, and he took his chances. And now you're thinking, all right, this guy now is thinking, I'm back at Liverpool sort of thing. But this guy's smashing it in the under-21s for England now. And so is Elliott as well, by the way. But he's come back and he's coming back to Szoboszlai. Come on, bruv. That's going to make him even better, bro. It's going to make all these guys think, you know what? This is a party atmosphere, man. We're going to do the samba.
That's the difference, Baz. You know what I mean? You're 100% correct. You know what I mean? If you look at last season, what was the issue? Competition for places. There was no competition for places. You knew you was playing. Now, we're buying the players, the right players, and these players are going to be putting in an extra shift because they need to keep that position in the team.
100%.
But what do you guys think of these formations? Like, I'm changing it up every single time.
You're enjoying it, aren't you? You're enjoying this formation because it's so nice now. It's so nice.
Like, I gave you obviously the 4-3-3 in the beginning, Anton. I did with Baz.
Yeah.
I gave him the 3 at the back. You remember with Roy Evans, that was a disaster. It was good to watch, but it wasn't winning you anything. Now I give you double pivot. And then you got obviously the McManaman role, the old role, as Szoboszlai playing that role. So as I was saying to Baz, like if we go into seasons now or certain games, we could do a different kind of options, Anton. We don't have to do the same.
We got anymore. Options, man.
What the other teams expect. You know what I mean? They're going to say, Liverpool's playing 4-3-3. We know what to do against them. Now, different players, different formations, and different. Everything will be different to compare to what we used to have before. So, what do you think of it, Anton? Having different options now,
bro. It's only going to help the team, bro. It's going to help us move forward. I've been screaming this for ages. That, like I said, that number 10 who's going to carve out chances. Who not only carve out chances, he's going to score goals himself. He's a free kick taker.
What I also said, Anton, was like most important thing is in the team, Robertson and Trent can free themselves now because they don't have to be creative players anymore. So these players have come in like McAllister and Szoboszlai, and they will do their own creation. And then I think it will free up Fabinho as well to take more shots from the midfield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
see someone mentioned McAllister will be our player. What's his name? He plays for he's cover Man City, gone to Barcelona. What's his name? Gundogan. Yeah. So he's going to be like Gundogan. He's not really that mold though, but he's less likely to lose the ball. His thing is to keep the ball at all times. McAllister. That's why he doesn't do a lot of through balls. Yeah. If you watch his whole game, he doesn't do a lot of through balls. He'd probably do 1 or 2 a game. One.
When he's sure, when he's absolutely sure he can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it.
But do you guys see on the if you look at the pitch, guys? If you look at the pitch, like you can see, like everyone's occupied now. Like there's no more like players making it easy for opponents. If you know what I mean, Anton and guys. Now, like it's one-on-ones everywhere. The players don't have to worry about someone marking them like twice, like 2 players marking 1 player, anything like that. Everyone is occupied on the pitch, and he'll be important next season because he will drop everywhere here. And and we saw last season he could take shots from outside as well, so he'll be more of a threat when there's less focus on him next season as well. And I thought he done pretty well as the season went on. I thought he came to his own and he's become the player that we want him to be. And not only that, what I like about Gakpo, if there's injuries, he could drop deep. He could just be playing.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him. But you know,
he could play everywhere, Baz.
He can play anywhere, bro. They can play in the kitchen. He's Dutch. He's Dutch,
Yeah.
bro. They're Dutch, bro. That's what they've been brought up. Is that?
Yeah.
They're not even
No.
formations.
Do you know another thing as well? What I like, all right. Forget the formations and all that aside, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For one moment, yeah. What I like, if you look at that formation right now, like you just said, Fawzi, yeah, that there's there's one-on-ones, and these guys are great, yeah. Fabinho, all right. If I'm gonna bring it a couple of pegs down, because listen, do I think we're gonna win the league? I'm gonna be real. No, we're gonna definitely do a lot better, maybe challenge, yeah. But what I will say, yeah, is. You got your Hendersons, yeah, your workhorse that was there since 1962 and stuff like that. That's still trying, you know what I mean? But it's got no legs. That car's trying to start on a cold night, a cold day. That's just not starting. The battery's dead. You've got your Thiago, who's just been pressured. We know what Thiago brings, yeah. But the thing is, when you're constantly playing someone who's done a bit of mileage, you've got to look after these players. Now, when you look at McAllister, who can potentially play over there, or you got Fabinho, you can even have a Thiago in there.
Oh,
I
was coming to the bench. I was coming to the bench.
That ball, bruv. You know what I mean? No one's getting it over him, and he's going to play those nice passes to your outlets, your Salahs.
You could.
Bro,
you know what's funny, Baz? A lot of people are already saying like he's leaving. He's not leaving. Someone has to take the Milner role. That's what people are forgetting. So these youngsters come like Szoboszlai and McAllister and that stuff. Who they're gonna look up to? Anton. Who they're gonna look up to? Baz. Of course, Thiago. So that's why they have to keep him around. You know what I mean? You lost Milner. You got another player.
He's there. He's gonna be there.
He's gonna be there. Who could like actually accommodate his games now? There's no more like playing him when he's injured anymore. Just give him like
as well, bruvs. If you want a little bit of, you want someone that's young and a little thundercat, you've got Besetic that can come in there as well and learns his trade, bro. It's hella, it's hella exciting, bro. It's very exciting, man.
All I need is 2 more players. I'm not greedy, Santa. I'm not greedy. Just a defensive midfielder, maybe like, or take Thuram, even though he's not that way yet. He's not fully a defensive midfielder. He doesn't know his position. But I wouldn't mind him to deputy Fabinho. Because Fabinho, like you said, Baz, earlier, them players like Thiago and him were overused. They're not the players that need to be. They need their squad player. They're important players, but you need some players who are going to be there behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing maybe 40% of the games and let them come on and do the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we needed. That's why Thiago and Fabinho, they were lost.
If we do,
there was not, like you said, the mileage wasn't all there. You know what I'm saying? So the cars aren't running so good. So they were overused. Now we've got players. Need Thuram and what's his name? Van der Win. But I think he's going Tottenham though, isn't he? That guy. Is he?
With the centre back.
Wolfsburg.
Okay.
They want him, but if Liverpool come,
if we can get someone in, I'll tell you what, man. If we can get like a centre back in, you know what? That's problems, man. That's problems for other teams. If we can get a right back in, that's another problem for other teams. I know you've got Gomez there. But you know what? It just puts us back in that freshness. You know what I mean? It's not we're not stale anymore. It's you got your Arsenals, and no disrespect to them in a bad way. It's obviously a Liverpool channel today and stuff. But when you see them improving on their squad, and they were brilliant last year, Arsenal. There's no two ways about it.
100%, bro. You can't deny that. I mean, I know some people are jealous, but
I watched us play them, where we lost, obviously, and yes, there was that penalty thing where we should have got and rare tear and stuff like that, But you know what? We still gave them a game. We just didn't have the legs. We controlled the game at times, and even better than them at times, But you know what this brings now? This brings like, okay, we're back, So let's see what you really have. Let's see what you guys really have. You know what I mean? You're going to improve your team for sure. But Gakpo, like you said, you know what? He was starting to, make that number 9 his,
he was coming in for me.
He's got that. Nunes as well. He's a bully. You know what I mean? He's a bully. He's coming. You've got Henderson for the experience. You've got Thiago. Look, whatever way you're doing this formation, it looks really nice. If we can get, like you said, you might not be greedy. I'm flipping greedy. All right, and I got no shame in it, bro. If I can get a defender and maybe another DM, or maybe allow the DM and get maybe a right back and a centre back, because I think Trent can play as a DM as well. In a different, bro. It's problems for teams. It's problems for teams.
You see the formation, like I changed it slightly. Like, look at the options, guys. I'm just trying to give you like, look at Gakpo where he's playing now. Look at where Diaz is playing now, and we've seen them playing these roles.
That false nine. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you forgot Jota in all of this, you know. Remember Jota as well as a shot.
Yeah. There's another player.
Options, bro.
See, you could,
it's there. It's there.
You could swap around like this. You know what I mean? You could do things like that during games. You know what I mean? If the game ain't going right, you could just swap people around. You know what I mean? And that's how. Listen, even Henderson. Like a lot of people are criticizing this poor guy. But he's not bad as a defensive midfielder. I don't think he's bad.
He's not bad as a defensive midfielder.
As long as he's got the right environment.
His main game is organisation and running. And when
Jurgen Klopp, you need to watch this, man. Jurgen Klopp need to be watching this channel, bruvs. Can see all these formations and all these players, because as much as I think he's a good manager, he sometimes that's the only thing that I had a problem with him in terms of like his stubbornness and where he wants to play people. Look at these formations, man. I know he probably does, but when you look at this now, I mean, no one this season before Szoboszlai, would think, you know what, we've got a chance next year with any kind of thing. But like I said, Szoboszlai coming in here, just gives so much ways. You know what I mean? Curtis Jones is going to be a brilliant player. You know what I mean? Jota, you know, he's guaranteed goals, left foot, right foot headers and whatever. You don't need to rely too much on him because obviously he does have injuries. But you know what? Bring him on. He can still get you a goal. Thiago can control a game. Bring him on. Don't start him from start. You know what I mean? To mash him up. You know what I mean? Konate, give him a little break. Salah, give him a little break as well. Diaz, give him a little break. Nunes, give him give him that time. You know,
I can see that like a Europa League game, isn't it? Europa League game or something like that. Something like this. You could just put them out for things like that.
That's not bad. Even that's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not at all.
It's healthy, bro. It's healthy.
It's about time, man. It's about time I felt this good, man.
And what do you think of FSG now?
Honestly, to be truthful,
you still not happy with them, or have you changed your mind?
With who?
FSG.
With who?
FSG.
Oh,
you know, I'm a thank you, but please, please. I don't mind. Please, I don't mind. I would like you to leave. But thank you, but please. But only in the nicest way possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only in the nicest way possible, because I thought that they've been dragging their feet, and I know it's only now you want to give up the money now, like you know what I mean. But we could have done with that maybe after the Champions League, like I said.
Yeah.
And we would have been in this problem. But then again, maybe if we didn't wait, we wouldn't have got all these players. Maybe Szoboszlai, all these players we're going to get coming.
Yeah. Forza's got a good point as well. Just before off stream, he was saying, I still have a problem with FSG. I definitely still have a big problem with FSG. I'm shutting my mouth at the moment, but if someone tells me come on the show and talk about FSG, talk about their club.
I love that attitude. I love that.
Yeah, but you know something here. But Forz had a point off stream. Yeah, you know what? Newcastle were interested in this guy. Yes, he wanted to come to Liverpool. Yes, he wanted to play for Jurgen Klopp and that. Yeah, but like Forz says, why does it take us to act when someone is really got their hands in this guy, you know what I mean? Like really wants this guy, and then we potentially could lose the deal. That still scares me.
That's arrogance, you know. That's arrogance.
It is. Yeah, but arrogance.
That's arrogance from their behalf, and they know that we're Liverpool, so they should come to us. Almost like Man United. Man United used to be. No, we're Man United. Everyone wants to come to us. We shouldn't think that way. We're more humble than them. I think so. I hear you. Team, I feel like we're more humble than them teams there.
I hear you. You know, the only thing I would say just slightly, but you're right. Yeah. Do you know the thing is when you're too arrogant? Like I really believe Liverpool thought they would have got Jude Bellingham. They were arrogant with that. Yeah. But yes, Real Madrid are a different kettle of fish in terms of European heritage and stuff like that. Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes when you're arrogant, it doesn't always work, bruv. You know what I mean? Your player that you've been waiting for years has gone to Real Madrid.
It doesn't. Yeah. You can see. The guy is gone to Real Madrid. His dad supported Liverpool. His dad based the child's game on Steven Gerrard.
And that's what made him the player.
It was made in heaven. But for me personally, I thought Liverpool should have got him a long time ago when he was Birmingham. Why didn't you get him then?
What's our stats? Where was our stats? Yeah.
For me personally, like I said to you ages ago about scouts, you see all these people that Brighton will get in, all them players there. I'll bring in all my scouts in, all around the world. Come in. We're having a big seminar. Come in. Yeah, what's happening? I'll get them food and everything. The guys, you're fired. But what? I'll show them all the players, all the like cheap players that all the other teams have got, and say, I'm sorry, you didn't get them in, so you know what, you didn't do your job, so I got them doing the right thing for my team, and for us to go forward, everyone's fired. Bam.
Absolutely.
I'm
I
telling you. Are you serious?
completely agree with you. That's the one thing.
Serious?
You know, this is the team, yeah. I mean, we're obviously today's stream is obviously about, you know, Szoboszlai and the formation stuff like that, yeah. But you know, a couple of years ago, all right, when people used to say we're a very well-run club, yeah, we had negotiators, we got a manager, we had a system, and everything was working, yeah. But from time, this has been a huge problem because you know, you go to Jude Bellingham, you're talking about Jude Bellingham, for example. Absolutely agree with you. But you know, another player as well back in the day, which we could have got, yeah, and could have changed. His career would have probably been different. Is Dele Alli? He was another guy who was a Gerrard man.
Yeah, when Steven Gerrard didn't wake up to him.
We do this, and I always say, you know what? Buy the player for cheap, yeah. Do what Chelsea do. You know what I mean? Sign a player. If he's not good enough just yet, go and loan him out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
well said,
and they don't do it. And that is the only thing that I think people need to, that you know, the club need to look at. If that was me, yeah, I would probably sack them like you did. Yeah, you said, yeah. Sack them, Anton, yeah. And you know what? Go and bring the whole Brighton scouts in. Bring the whole of them.
How much you want for them? Just get them in. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Money talks.
Yeah.
You think why Brighton... this? I'm saying, are you serious? Look at what these men. Look at. I want results. This is a money making scheme now. I'm sorry. It's not no friend team.
Brighton ain't no joke, you know. And what I mean by that, yeah, is they're about to lose Caicedo, yeah. They've lost McAllister, yeah. They're in Europa League, all right, which they've never have been, yeah, or whatever. You don't think these guys are going to go replace them with decent players and they're still going to?
Of course,
man. Come on.
Of course, there's going to be players that we don't even know of yet. Of course.
Exactly. This is what Liverpool need to. This is what Liverpool need to do as well. You know what I mean? It saves us millions in the long run. If we have like Arab owners or huge money and stuff like that, all right, fine. You can go and buy players. But when you're on a budget, you got to be very careful. You got to prepare for the individualities. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and the thing is, the craziest thing is as well, yeah. You know, there's one player that's not been put in this, all right, which I understand, yeah. But we do have gems in our academy. You know, Ben Doak ain't a player to play with, you know.
Ben Doak is
he's
decent.
Serious, man.
We've got a few, but we ain't got enough.
He's just got to be nurtured.
If you see the other teams, if you see like Chelsea, like we talk about Chelsea, you talk about Chelsea, and you talk about Man City, their youth teams will take their piss, bro.
That's because Anton, the thing is with Chelsea and Man City, and they go around the country. They don't just
get game time. Game time. The only way to improve a player, is game time. When you look at Sancho, he left City, all right, fine. Granted, he's not great at Manchester United, and he's about to leave or whatever's going on, yeah. But you know what? You get game time. You improve what you're good at, yeah. You come back, you're a different man. Or even if you're not going to play this guy, if we got Salah or whoever, and we don't need a Ben Doak, you know what we could do? Get a Ben Doak, right? Send him to a Dortmund or even a Curtis Jones or whatever. Send them over there, make money out of them, bruvs, and put a buy back and then you can buy them on the cheap.
100%. You said it earlier with the Chelsea model, get them in. If you have to loan them. I'm sorry, but people
what you got to lose? What you got to lose? You know what I mean? The players is only learning experience at the end of the
day. Going to Leipzig ain't going to come back a better player.
I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him.
Guys, let me just put up a couple of comments, well, because I haven't forgot about everyone. Luca says Man City will win the league again. He's an Arsenal fan, by the way, guys.
Big up to you, though, bro.
Big up, bro. As Dale says, my guy Fozzy, Eid Mubarak, bro. Eid Mubarak. Redbird, Foz, Baz. Bless up, guys. Thank you,
big up,
guys.
Bird, bro. Big up, Bird.
Yeah. And then we got obviously Glasgow Red. Big up, Hope. Big up, guys. Hope you're all well. Hey, we are well, mate. Don't worry about that.
Big up.
But Baz, carry on, bro. What you were saying. I think our youth system needs to change. Like I said, we need to go around the country, around the world to get youth players in.
Yeah.
I think we're too concentrating on the Liverpool-based youngsters. If we go around the world, maybe like if we go around the world and get talent from that kind of way, we could get them into the club, probably sell them on for a big price. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants our youth players. Let's just be honest here, guys. Who buys youth from us?
We've only got a few gems. That's what we've always had. That Liverpool have always had a few gems. It's never been like a good eight. Good eight in a certain team. Oh shit, this team. What's this team? Oh my god.
Do you know what?
One or two out of the ages.
Do me a favor, Foz. I want to be happy. You know what? It's been a while. I've been happy. bring this. Can you bring this? You know this the football pitch. Yeah, could you make it a bit bigger, and just do this for me,
Let me
if you
try.
can.
I don't know if I could do, but I'll try.
Yeah,
my
that's
best,
it.
bro.
Leave it as
like
that.
that?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
do me a favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put Ali in there. People
Okay.
thinking, what the hell? Yeah, but you know what? I just want to be happy.
We're talking about Europa League at the time, innit? So
Yeah. I know. All right. So and then put Trent at do four at the back. Put Trent in there at where Gomez is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put Kanate where Matip is.
Yeah.
Put Van Dijk there. You know, at partnering him.
Mm-hmm.
Put Robertson where Costas is.
Let me find Robertson. But carry on.
Yeah. No.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Put Robertson there.
Yeah.
And then take Bajcetic out and put Fabinho on the left.
Yeah.
And then put Thiago next to him.
Oh.
And then I want you to put Szoboszlai on the right near Joe Gomez, where Gomez was.
Okay.
And then put McAllister where Jones is.
That can work, mate.
And then put Salah on the right.
Yeah.
You got two
I think
more.
we've got one player. We've got one player extra here, don't we?
Yeah, don't worry.
Two more.
Take Jota out and put Diaz there.
Yeah.
And just pause for a second and just look at that team. Just don't look at the players, yeah? Just look at what on their day, what these players can do to a team. Just let it marinate in your mind. Just put that seasoning in your chicken curry, yeah? And just look at that team. Just for a moment.
I think we've got one player extra here, haven't we?
You got 12 there, bro.
Yeah.
You got 12 there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Take
But one of them has to be here, something like that. If you or like this. Because McAllister can play at wide, or he could play at wide as well.
He can play.
You know what you do? Just put you know what? Just leave it whatever way you want. Just look at these players individually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell me, all right, this team cannot bang.
Of course they can.
Bro,
yes, bro.
Look at that defensive midfield. Yes, granted, Thiago.
You're forgetting Thiago did play in that defensive midfield for Bayern Munich.
Absolutely. Yeah, this guy can
deep line playmaker.
He's a baller.
He's a deep line playmaker.
He helps someone like a Fabinho who just needs a little bit around him. And look at what they got to deliver to. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Salah. And you know what? Gakpo, all right, fine.
I've even heard Szoboszlai can play the false nine.
Yeah, he can play false nine.
He can play
position like this.
He can play false nine as well.
Yeah.
Now, anyone that comes and plays this team at Anfield, forget anywhere else. Yeah, at Anfield, Man City come and plays this team at Anfield. Yeah, this team destroys. Gives
them problems, man.
Yeah, and now we can play low blocks because we've got people like a Szoboszlai. You know what? We've got a Trent who now has proven himself, even in, like you said, variation in tactics. You can take Fabinho off and put Trent there and put Gomez as a right back for now. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? You can have your Bajcetics and stuff like that who's learning off a master Thiago. You know what I mean? You've got your experience of Henderson. You know what I mean? The guy just comes on, does the Milner thing. All right, guys, calm down now. This is what we're going to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got your Curtis Jones who's got that swagger about him back again. You get me? Bro, this is not if we can get one or two more players in there, tell me this team is...
Bro.
Team is not saucy.
Look what you done earlier. It's crazy, but look what you did earlier. You did the formation of the Man City's formation, isn't it? The 4-2-2-3, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, if you look at that formation now, boy, and you put Trent in there.
It's the option, guys.
Ridiculous,
that's impressive.
Oh my word! Do you know what? I think even playing that, if they did that right, it would be thank you Guardiola. We'll smash it. I think we'll smash them. I think
Look
we'll
at
crush them if we play their own game against them. Because you got look,
The
Trent
most
will play
important
where-
thing is, Anton, is here, innit? In against Guardiola's team.
Trent will be playing with John Stones will be playing. And who's more likely going to score create goals out of the two? Bro,
Trent.
it's a problem.
Yeah, and
That's
Trent
a
is. You
problem.
think Trent when he sits at that right back spot? Yeah, you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna want to be techie with it with McAllister and Szoboszlai and Fabinho. Come on, bruvs. Come on.
You can't mess with this formation, man. There's so many different formations we could put on there, you know, guys, and it's just. I'm happy, but I still want a few more players. You know what I mean? It's not over for me.
Yeah, Van der Wijn, and Thuram, bro. I'll take that all day. That that boy, bro. He's 22. He's got to be the fastest white man I've seen since flipping Michael Owen. He's rapid.
Did you see that run?
He's rapid, bro. I was watching, bro. Who was it against? I know this guy was wow. And do you know it was against what's the team player was trying to get the French player played the French in the cup final. I mean World Cup final, and he missed the last shot. What's his name?
Bruce Mönchengladbach you're talking about? Or?
It was against that team. It was against his team. Hamburg, what they called again? They wear black kit. Oh,
you talking about Kone or?
Is it Kone? No. Is it Kone?
Midfielder.
Not Hamburg. Oh no, he's a striker. He's a striker or a winger, and he's rapid as well.
And he caught him up.
Diaby.
Huh?
Musa Diaby?
No. He plays for a German team. Not Hamburg. They wear a Nike kit. They got a black eagle as their crest.
Comments, people in the comments. If you know the team you're talking about, please.
Oh my god! But anyway, the guy's rapid. The guy is rapid.
But the thing is, Anton, I heard he's prone to
my
mistakes.
man caught him,
in the
and
under 21s, he's struggling.
Behind him. Huh?
There you go. Is it this team? Frankfurt.
Yeah, but who's the player?
Yes.
Big up Tom Mizzy.
The black brother up front, the black brother, French guy up front. He was in the World Cup final. He missed. Goalkeeper saved it. Should I say? He didn't miss. Goalkeeper saved it.
But I've heard like he's prone to mistakes, Anton. Like he makes a lot.
Who are you talking about though? Who's the player?
Van der Wijn.
Van der Wijn.
I'm talking about. Van der Wijn is the defender, but I'm saying the guy caught it. One who
Colo,
caught him,
is it Colo? Colo. Moani.
Yeah, Colo. Yes, that's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
See, chat is the business.
So what are you saying? Van der Wijn can just what? Can just like outrun anything, bruvs.
Bro, he's like I said to you, the quickest white man I've seen since Michael Owen. Rapid. I was like, wow, how can he be that fast? I thought the players were standing still.
Do you know who I want?
Yeah,
do you know who I want though? I'll tell you who I want, which will make my rock my world, bruvs. Yeah.
Go on.
Gravendal.
Oh, from
from Leipzig.
Leipzig as well.
Guardiola.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, he loves
him.
Liverpool.
Yeah, he supports Liverpool, and you know what? He's
Liverpool as well.
Ideal replacement. Not replacement, but you know what? Someone to like potentially have the air of Van Dijk. You know what I mean? If this guy comes
with him, they're very different players. Van Dijk is more of a Rolls Royce. He's more of a destroyer.
Yeah, but you're never going to find
no prisoners.
No, I hear you, and I agree. But you know something, yeah. You know when people retire, like a Gerrard's of this world, you'll never find a Gerrard again. You'll never find a Van Dijk again.
No,
there ain't no Rolls Royces out there anymore. What now you just seen is like a 2-litre turbo. That's just with that Van der Beek 2-litre turbo that can just run and just do all its thing, yeah. Which is good. Which is definitely good, yeah. But I don't even mind him on a cheap, yeah. I'm
thinking of what I've got in my head when he said the 2-litre turbo. I've got the Renault flipping Clio, the sports.
Oh, the cup, yeah,
one.
The cup.
Back in the days, the fast one, it was rapid.
Yeah.
All the man name was to get the small. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Clio Cup, man.
And the back was like that. Oh, that killed it, bro.
Guys, we're obviously coming to the end of the show. I really enjoyed this, man. I'm happy for one to get this player over the line. Thanks for the chat as well, guys. You got to give the chat, you know what I mean, the big ups here. They're brilliant.
Shout out to you guys, man.
We're gonna be doing this on a regular anyway, guys. So please just stay with the channels. Obviously, Baz, where can they find you, bro?
they can find me, or you can find me on LVFC TV. Doing a few live streams of late, so mostly late in the evening though, to be fair. But I will try to bring the times down for like other people to see you. But obviously we've got people, you know, from different timelines and times in the world and stuff. So
Wicked.
we're trying to like help the Americans and stuff like who are Liverpool fans as well, their time differences. So just a little bit of that. But yeah, on LVFC, on LVFC TV, that's my YouTube thing. So guys, check it out, bro. Yeah, but big up, man. Thank you for having me. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you're smashing the like and you're going to these guys' channels. Anton's got one, and obviously
no channel of mine.
Here,
No channel. I'm just Anton01 on Instagram, or you find me here, you know, with Fozzy, man.
Yeah,
No,
that's our channel,
man.
bro.
When I can be, bro. When I can.
So before we go,
you know about sorry. You know about Szoboszlai's tattoo, though. You know about his tattoo, right?
what was he saying?
You know he's got a tattoo on his arm, innit?
About Gerard's statement. A statement about Gerard.
Hold up a second. True Don, big up to you, bro. Has he actually got the number 8?
Yeah, he's got number 8, bro.
He got the number 8.
They've already put pictures up, man. He's already done.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, he's got his number 8.
Okay, one more thing. What do you think about the kit, the green and white kit?
I like the old one. I like, the one.
Guys,
that one. But...
I'll wear that to church, bro. I'll wear that to weddings. I'll wear it to a Holy Communion. Are you serious? What?
Bro, I'll still buy it. I'll still buy it, bro. I'll still buy it. I'll give FSG some money. I'll give him some money. You know what I mean? I'll give him a kit money. You know what I mean? Because I'm appreciative, but I'm still gonna whoop your ass on a debate, though, bro.
Oh, man. Guys, big up to everyone. Thank you for coming on. I know it was a last minute thing, you two as well, man. I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna make this a regular thing anyway, man. When the season starts, anyway, just before the season as well. In pre-season, we're gonna be doing chat shows again like we used to. Yeah. Please, people, subscribe to everyone here, like, obviously, and all that good stuff. And just keep an eye on the channel. There's some more transfer stuff I'm gonna put up pretty soon because we're chasing a few more players. And just put the likes up, put the subscription up, and I'll see you, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for chat, by the way. Much appreciated for everyone that come on the chat. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Peace.